What's good, people? Domatron Autobots roll out here. And today I have to talk about something that I just don't understand this. I don't get what's going on here. Like, there's a point in our society where like shit just starts to not make sense. For an example, the super straight thing, and god damn, I'm happy that shit ain't a fucking problem of mine no more. Ooh, buddy. Because let me tell you, that shit got toxic quick. But today we're gonna be talking about becoming transracial, which both in my psychology and ethnic studies majors, this shit is just not possible. There is just no way you sitting here telling people you're transracial. That's not a concept. That's not real. I refuse to believe it. But I am being proven wrong. So transracial influencer Ali London says they plan to undergo penis reduction. No, that's not. They really put that in the headline. They really. Ali London says that they plan to undergo penis reduction procedure to be 100% Korean. Now, my instant thought about this is just how? Say, for example, me. I am a black male, if you couldn't fucking tell, and I all of a sudden wanted to be another ethnicity, right? Like, there is nobody that's gonna allow me to do that. When I think about this headline, the main thing that I think about is that Atlanta episode with Now Say Nows, and he's pretending to be a white man, but he's still black.
Yes, and we're doing everything we possibly can to help and to aid the community.
So what do you have to say about the allegations of your ethnicity?
Like, that was a joke, because people know you can't do that. But apparently, the society we living in now, this shit, everything is on the fucking flow. It's up. Not once in my 22 years of living did I ever think I would actually see a real headline of somebody being or claiming to be transracial and going this far with it. So Ali London, the non-binary transracial influencer who has had around 20 plastic surgeries to look like the BTS member Jimin. Oh god, I really hope I said that right. These BTS stands is not gonna be in my comments, bitchin'. Anyway, they said they want to reduce their penis size to become 100% Korean. And on the surface, this is my first thought. Like, ain't that kind of fucked up? I understand what you're trying to do here. You're trying to completely immerse yourself in every means that is Korean, but like, you going this far, my nigga? Like, I'm not gonna go too deep into this because that's kind of sus, but if you gonna get a penis reduction, if you're about to go get a penis reduction to become 100% Korean, that's kind of disrespectful to the Koreans, ain't it? Because you basically saying they ain't cut down there, and you trying to be not cut down there too. Literally though. Ali London responds by saying, I don't want people to get offended by this, but in Korea, the average penis size is like 3.5 inches and I get trolled all the time. As you fucking should. There is no way you type in on Google average size of Korean penis. Like, man. God forbid what they've been searching up on top of this, because this is already wild, bro. If it is allowed, go ahead. I'm not gonna say shit. No judgment coming this way. Ali London also said, people say, oh, you can't be Korean. You're not 100% Korean, and I just want to be 100% Korean. My problem with this is you never will be 100% Korean. Now I'm about to tap into this whole ethnic studies bag real quick. See, the reason why you can never be 100% Korean is because I don't care how many anime, I don't care how many dishes you done cooked, I don't care how many times you done traveled to Korea. You ain't never gonna immerse yourself in that culture. And it's not like a knock to you, it's because they grew up different than you did. Because if you truly wanted to be Korean, this wouldn't even be an issue. You would have been born in Korea. That's all I gotta say. Because think about it, especially during Black History Month, man. Where Dr. Umar at? If a white man tried to tell me that he is more black than me, how? How, Sway? How? Besides the fact that, you know, I'm black, there are just cultural aspects that are just different than what you're seeing. Like, no matter how far you go into these surgeries and procedures, they want to pay 6 to 8 bands. Like, they are dedicated to doing this. But the problem is, no matter how dedicated you are, that's not gonna make you Korean. Because a Korean person can look at you straight up and be like, no sir, that ain't it. And do you really blame them? Like, the word that I really want to use, that I'm scared to use on YouTube, is the word cultural appropriation. That's just the way I see it, bro. Although I'm getting this from a news site and getting all the numbers and sad facts about what this person is doing, I don't know anything for a fact, and everything I'm just saying is my opinion. I'm just alleging things that I think I know. Once again, I'm about to bring up the black example. If I caught one of my homies sagging their pants, putting on a big ass white t-shirt and a big ass chain like it's the early 2000s, you're not black. You're just dumb. Try to correct me and tell me that you dressing up like black people. Black people don't have a specific culture how they dress. Look, off the jump, I dress different from my homies who dress different from they homies and the like, bro. We don't all dress the same, and I think it's kind of fucking racist if you fucking say that. You can't sit here and be like, oh, since they all dress like that, and if I dress like that, that makes me them. You know how fucking dumb that sounds? The thing is about this whole thing is like, no matter how hard they go with all these surgeries and whatnot, it will never come a point where they're actually Korean. Like, I'm assuming they don't speak the language. That's an assumption of me. That's not good. Like, if we gonna speak on how this is appropriation, I'm assuming that they don't speak the language, they don't live there. Most of their things are either research from Google and not actual lived experiences, and all these things I just listed is basic appropriation. And now, am I here to judge them and say they're a bad person? No, I mean, look, it's just the internet, bro. And then Ali London kind of sums up this entire post by saying, my entire face will be Korean. I've done my chest, they noted. Like, what can I do next? I don't know. Like, my hands are too big. Like, that's what I mean. You cannot specifically become another race because there are specific traits that comes with the race. And I'm not bringing up that shit. I already said it too many times and I'm already kind of feeling gross about it. Like, for example, my hands are bigger than a woman's hands. That's not because I chose to have bigger hands. It's because biologically I am a male. I'm more lost for words than anything, but hey, it's like I said, it's the internet. People do whatever the hell they want, and just like Ali London, if they want to think they gonna be Korean, they gonna be Korean. And apparently another Korean influencer, Priscilla Kwan, called out London for being the definition of fetishizing the Korean culture, which I agree with, bro. And with what Priscilla Kwan said, I kind of agree with it being the fetishization of Korean culture, mainly because you don't eat there, you don't sleep there. All the information you probably got is off of Twitter and Google. You said you were BTS stan. That's already scary. And like, going through the whole surgery process of trying to become more Korean, I feel like it's just fucking disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful. Because if I seen Oliver London trying to be more black, boy, just know I don't incite violence on this channel, but boy, I'm throwing the hands during Black History Month. And that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy, like the video. It push your boy in the algorithm so everybody can see your boy, Bass Dom. Yes, sir, man. Leave a comment. Do you agree with what I said about this influencer? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Also, don't forget to comment your Dom puns. I'm still waiting, and you seen the first one in the intro. That could be you. That could be. And subscribe, man. 668 subs, bro? Boy, ain't no fucking way. What? And on a real note, I really appreciate it all, man. It's made me want to come back and grind harder. Look, I'm still going through school and it's the early stages of, the semester, but I plan on making a video at least once a week up until I graduate, man. I owe that to y'all. Real spill. But yeah, man. It's been Bass Dom, people. Deuces.